reports.
Shirley Deerwester,
Present.
Ryan Bangert,
Here.
Michael Kurtz,
Here.
Rick Dean, Julia Turner,
Here.
Ruth Novosad,
Here.
Jim Finnegan.
Here, we have a forum. Has everyone looked at the minutes?
Yes.
Wait, acceptance. Credit.
We have a
Second.
Motion by Kurt, second by Novosad. Kurt's and Novosad. Yeah, we'll say aye. If you approve, say aye.
Aye.
I think we approve. Swear in, guys. We'll do that too. We'll do that. Has, anyone here in this meeting on things that are not on the agenda tonight? If they are, please come forward. It's on the agenda. Or, doesn't look like there's anybody. So we're gonna affirm the staff at this time. Do solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm the testimony given in this case now in hearing the truth, full truth, nothing but the truth, or you suffer the pains and penalties of truth.
I do.
Okay. We're gonna call the first case, case number ZB 2305, Giles. Would he be here somewhere?
Come on forward.
Doug Giles?
He's here, seven.
That's gonna be.
We'll get you out of here.
Just.
That's why we can't At the beginning, yeah.
Where do you want me?
Right on the end there.
Okay.
Okay, will the secretary call this case?
This is case number ZV-35-0305, application of Doug Giles for a variance in front yard setback requirements to allow an existing privacy fence 6 feet in height to be as close as 2 feet from the property line rather than 30 feet as required in the R2 two-family residential district. This is on lot 16 in the Franklin Heights subdivision, which is in the southeast quarter of section 19, township 24 north, range 3 east of the 3rd principal meridian in Towanda Township at 625 Celebration Drive, Normal, Illinois. Public notice was published of this hearing in the paragraph on September 16, 2023 as provided by law. All the other required notifications have been made and the applicant has paid publication costs. If you look at the screen, you see where this is property is located. The street to the right of this colored property is the Towanda Barnes Road. And it's Fourth Jesse to the south. And this is the applicant's lot. It's on the corner. And as you can see, Celebration goes on the upper side of it and Renaissance Drive is on the south side of it. And this is at the corner of facing on the street to the left is Renaissance. The street to the right is Celebration, and the house is the subject property. And the fence that he's out requesting a variance for is in the backyard of that residence. And if you look at this, the shape of the road as it turns, Renaissance Drive turns to the north and east. It shines directly into his house, so that he argues that this fence helps shield that from that traffic. And this is Renaissance Drive facing toward the southeast. And this is just a further inside of that Renaissance Drive, as you can see as it turns there. And facing the other direction, and this is the fence for which he's requesting a variance. Same fence. Backyard of the house. Front of the house. On the side of the house, so this is the extension of the fence. And the house across the street to the north, Renaissance Drive. and across, that was Celebration, and across Renaissance Drive is the pond there in the park for the residents. As the first exhibit, I'll pass the application and a plat map showing where this property is located in Towanda Township. The aerial map of the house. This is the zoning map showing that this is in the R2 residence district. And the applicant's standards as he feels they're met. And a site plan showing where the fence is located here, 2 feet from the property line. The request is for a variance in front yard setback requirements to allow an existing privacy fence 6 feet in height to be as close as 2 feet from the property lines rather than 30 feet as required in the R2 two-family residence district. This is on a lot 0.41 acres in area, township of Towanda, and the zoning is the R2 two-family residential district. The uses to the north are a single-family residence, to the south is vacant, to the east is a pond, and to the west is a single-family residence. It is surrounded by property in the R2 residential district. The applicant built a privacy fence without a permit closer to the front property line than is allowed by the ordinance. The standards as they apply to this request is as follows: the physical surroundings, shape, or topographical conditions of the property will cause a particular hardship to the owner as distinguished from a mere inconvenience. The strict letter of the regulations were carried out. The lot is irregular in shape and is located on the corner of 2 streets. The irregular shape of the lot along Renaissance Drive and the curve of this street southwest of the subject property causes lights from passing vehicles to shine into the subject property. Without the privacy fence in the front yard, a corner lot requires a setback of 30 feet from both streets. The conditions upon a petition for a variance is based or unique to the property. The lot is irregular in shape and is located on the corner of 2 streets. The purpose of the variance is not based exclusively upon a desire to make more money out of the property. The applicant claims that he would like to use the fence to better secure and screen the patio furniture, gazebo, and barbecue in the family's backyard. The alleged difficulty or the hardship is caused by this ordinance and has not been created by persons having an interest in the property. The unique flow of traffic along the road adjacent to the subject property creates a need for privacy fence at this location. The granting of the variance will not be detrimental to public welfare or injure other property or improvements in the neighborhood. The location of the fence would not likely cause any negative site distance problems for access to the public road, nor would it likely detract from nearby properties. The proposed variance will not impair an adequate supply of light and air to adjacent property or substantially increase the congestion of the public street or increase the danger of fire or endanger the public safety or substantially diminish or impair property values in the neighborhood. The proposed variance will not likely impact properties in the area. And the 7th standard, the variance requested is the minimum variance that will make possible reasonable use of the land or structure. The applicant claims that he needs the fence at this location. In conclusion, staff recommends that this application meets the standards set forth in the county code.
Would you like to be sworn in for your testimony?
Okay.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony given in this case now and hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Would you state your name and address for the record?
Douglas Giles at 625 Celebration Drive, Normal, Illinois.
Would you like to make an opening statement?
I think he covered everything. He spoke well. I don't really have anything more to add.
That's okay. Any questions from the board?
Is this on the property line itself, or is it have any kind of a 6-inch setback, or?
The fence we're talking about is on the property line.
Do you have any association that governs your
There's
subdivision?
a covenant out there at Franklin Heights. The only thing they have for fences is not wood. It needs to be vinyl or metal, and it's vinyl.
So, to meet our regs, you'd have to shorten it back up 30 feet that way, and that would,
That
Well,
would still, that
then
wouldn't.
it wouldn't stop any liability.
Right, it would
Okay.
not, no. And if you look at that between the curb and the sidewalk, that's 10 foot.
Yeah.
And then the sidewalk is 4 feet, so that's 16 feet, from the actual curve of the road. So we're not blocking any sight or vision for anyone.
Well,
Even if they were to build a house behind me, facing the other way,
facing which way?
Renaissance,
Onto Renaissance?
yeah, they would still
So-
have 16 feet of sight.
Right, okay.
That's what I,
Because that was my main
That's-
question,
that's
is
my
as
point,
they're
that-
backing out, are they gonna be able to see beyond that
yeah,
fence?
it's,
If they're backing out onto Renaissance?
yes, they will.
Yeah, put the garage on that end.
Well, yeah, they have a choice of, having their garage, to Rose Crossing, which is the other road.
Okay,
Any other questions from the board? Staff?
No.
Would anyone in the audience have questions of this witness? Would anyone in the audience want to give testimony in this case? And, you want to make a closing statement?
No thanks.
Okay, this part of the hearing is closed and we can, I just go to the standards, I think. I'll read them off. See if we think it meets the standards. Standard number 1,
Okay,
2,
fine,
3, 4,
yes,
5,
yes.
6.
Yeah.
7.
I move that we recommend approval of ZB 2305.
Okay, motion by Kurtz, and a second, I can't think of your name,
Shirley.
Shirley. Dear Wester. I don't know why. Went blank. Do we have a roll call vote?
Yeah. Baggert,
Yes.
Kurtz,
Yes.
Turner,
Yes,
Novosad,
Yes.
Finnegan,
Yes.
Dear Wester,
Yes.
6 votes in favor of it is the final decision, so it's approved and we can take the permit for the fence.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
You don't have to large enough. Just meet the requirements. So they don't get exact.
So we want to, all okay.
Discuss that.
So, we're gonna call the case, next one. ZB 2304, McLean County Land Use and Development Committee. I think,
It's ZA, actually, ZA 2304.
ZA 2304, yeah. What is it? The minute. It's ZA 2304. If you notice, we have too many people tonight for this room. It's, an Opens Meeting Act, I think is what they said, it's, we can't have the case tonight, because our regular meeting room is down the hall and it's being remodeled. And so we wanna postpone this meeting. And so everybody's got room, everybody can come, we wanna hear everybody's voice. And so the way it is tonight, you really can't even get to the front. And there's people in the hall clearing around and you can't see. We wanna be fair with everybody. And so, we think the best thing to do would be we have two nights that we can go to.
Let's check with the zoning board to see what nights they're available. 17th or the 24th. One of them's 2 weeks from tonight, one of them is 3 weeks from tonight.
17th,
I'd rather go to 24th.
Ruth, are you okay on the 24th?
Yes.
Brian, 24th? Julia?
Yes.
7 PM, we'll continue this at 7 PM on the 24th, and then 400.
You wanna do it at 7 o'clock? They have anything else going on? Okay, cause it's not a regular meeting. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna continue it, this meeting, we're not gonna do anything about it tonight. Till, October 24th at 7 o'clock, to be the only meeting we have that night. And it will be in the room, our regular meeting room,
Room 400.
room 400. And so it's probably the best thing we can do, really, by law, it's all we can do. So, so that's, we have to have a motion on it.
Myself,
I move we continue it to 7 o'clock on October 24th at room 400.
Second.
We have a motion by Kurt, Thanks everybody for coming, we're sorry.
Everybody needs to sign the IPA